Read, recite, and write. Hello everyone. My name is Ahana Sehgal. I'm studying in Bal Bharati Public School, Pitampura. Today, I'm your reading jockey. I'm reading the story Ginny in the Jacket, written by Shreya Tiwari. So, as the name suggests, the story is about a Ginny. What wishes will you ask for when you counter a Ginny? So, let's start. One foggy evening, a little shabby boy with tangled hair walked down the road. The 7-year-old orphan was wearing soiled, torn clothes. He didn't have an identity, and people often addressed him by different names. The hard-working boy had vowed to never beg for alms, so he was in search for a one-day job, but was refused by several shopkeepers. In the flea market, a local clothes seller hired him to attract people to the stall. After calling to shoppers for hours, all the stock had sold like hot cakes except the last jacket, made of ice gray denim with coins for buttons. The vendor was overwhelmed by the boy's hard work and granted him a 100 rupee note along with the jacket. The lively boy took the jacket in his arms and walked towards the petrol pump. On his way, he saw Ranjay Seth, a well-known jeweler, emerge from his limousine, talking in his phone. Madhav is sick. The doctor has diagnosed him with food poisoning and recommended a strict diet. He should avoid sweets too. Don't worry, our son will be fine in no time. Overweight 11-year-old Madhav was sitting in that expensive car, and he glanced at the jacket in Madhav's arms. He was mesmerized by the antique coin buttons and thought of presenting the jacket in his history class. Madhav insisted his father to buy the rare piece for his collection. The jacket was cheap, but the orphan boy wanted to see how much he could get for it. He pretended that the jacket was to be delivered to a client. Ranjay Seth offered 2,000 rupees to cheer up his son. As the amount was sufficient to survive another week, the orphan boy sold it happily and walked away. Reaching home, Madhav pulled out on the jacket and went to his luxurious bathroom to look in the mirror. He was overjoyed to see himself wearing the exclusive ice gray denim jacket, flaunting artistic buttons. Noticing a loose thread, he pulled it hard, but the silky thread kept growing longer and longer until it formed a constellation of words. He gasped and he read them out. Woogly, woogly, boogly, boo. The room went dark. Then a sparkling lady appeared, large enough for Madhav to guess that she must have eaten 100 of cakes. I'm the Jenny of the jacket, she said in a sweet voice. Madhav was wonderstruck and exclaimed, Jenny, are you the one who grants 3 wishes? My sweet plum, as long as you're wearing this jacket, you can ask for as many wishes as you want, said the genie. Madhav was in seventh heaven. He knew that his rich father could buy anything for him. So he decided to wish for something that could not be bought. I wish to come first in the National Olympiad competition. The genie chanted a magical spell. Little fatty on your seat. Let me give you the first treat. Next day, he came first in the Olympiad out of 1,000 people. Madhav's greed increased, and he thought of all the rides as he could never enjoy due to his weight. Once again, he chanted the mystic words, Woogly, 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 boo, and the genie reappeared. What would you like next, my little honey bun? She said. He demanded unlimited rides at an amusement park. The sugary genie said, Little blim chubby boy, this roller coaster will give you joy. Soon, Madhav was enjoying all the rides and he ended his day on the Ferris wheel. After all the fun, he came home hungry. His mother served him sprouts and boiled egg. She was concerned that he hadn't removed the shabby jacket for 2 days and told him to take it off. The rich bat got cross and left the table when now finishing his meal or excusing himself. To satisfy his starving stomach, he called up the genie by uttering the magical words. How can I serve you, my little master? Said the genie. The first time The hungry boy demanded a big cake, as he hadn't had anything sweet for so long. The genie chanted, "Little silly obese fellow, now here's the huge cake with marshmallows." A huge cake appeared, decorated with marshmallows. Madhav's mouth watered and he started gulping it as quickly as possible. At bedtime, he tried to take off the jacket but couldn't, so he called the genie to help him. The genie said vigorously, "My little friend, I hope you had fun, but it's time to pay back if you want to get rid of this jacket." Madhav was in quandary, but he didn't have a choice, so he agreed. "Little cute sweet pie, it's time to reveal your biggest lie." Madhav couldn't resist the genie's order. Fearfully, Madhav confessed on social media that she cheated on the Olympiad. He was suspended from his school for a week. The genie then threatened little boy millionaire, "It's time to work hard at a fair." The next moment, he found himself at a fair. The pitiful boy mopped the floor and swept all the sinks until he was faint. Mother was deeply hurt, but still had one more pack in exchange for three wishes. Lastly, the wrinkled genie probed him. "Young little greedy maid, now bake the cake which you ate." He attempted several times to bake a marshmallow cake. He added flour, sugar, curd, and lots of other ingredients. Unfortunately, all his hard work was in vain. The sweet voice of the genie turned into a monster like laugh as she knew he couldn't make it perfectly. She started spinning magic around Madhav's body and entangled him in the silky thread. He patiently followed her instructions and succeeded in baking a cake as good as the one he had eaten. Instantly, the genie disappeared. Madhav learned that nothing is free in this world and started valuing the hard work of others. He threw away the jacket in a rubbish dump and ran home. Emerging from behind a pile of rubbish, the orphan boy picked up the jacket. While chanting, "Woogly, woogly, boogly boo," the boy took the jacket to find another prey and was immersed in the darkness of night. Thank
Wow.
you.